Hi there, my name is William Juma. In this video, I would like us to look at the Laravel Starter Kits, and in this case, I want us to talk about the Vue Js Starter Kit. And the Vue Js Starter Kit has been created using a Shadcn, and we also have TypeScript under the hood. And so let us go ahead and see how we can be able to install it, and then maybe take a look at how, maybe just look at the look and feel of how that starter kit is, and then we can be able to proceed. And just to mention, Laravel had a shift when we came to Laravel 12, whereby initially all the other starter kits were being installed as composer packages. But now with the advent of Laravel 12, this was changed to the extent that we can be able to just install a preset that has all the files that we need for us for the starter kit, and then we can be able to just use it like that instead of coming up with a composer package, which was technically very difficult to maintain. So let us go ahead in our terminal and see how we can be able to test the Vue Js preset for the Laravel starter kit and see what we can have. So in our terminal, we are going to first of all install the Laravel installer globally. So we are going to have composer global require Laravel /installer. You hit enter, and you have been able to install the latest package for the Laravel installer. I'd just like us to clear terminal. And then the next thing we are going to do is now to create a new Laravel application, and we are going to just have Laravel new, then the name of our application. So in this case, we can call it Vue Starter. Let me call it like that, Vue Starter Kit. And you hit enter. And of course, now we are being asked the questions as it regards which specific starter kits we want. And of course, we have none. We can also choose React, and we can choose Vue. But in this case, what we need is Vue. And when you start typing, the prompts are so good that you can be able to have that filled in for you. After that, then we are being asked about the authentication, whether we want to use Laravel or whether we want to use WorkOS. And in this case, I will go with Laravel. Then for testing, whether we're using PEST or PHP unit, I will pick PEST. And then once I've been able to select those things that I've decided, then we can be able to have the application being installed. So we can give it a while, and then you come back once it's done. The installation of our application is fully completely done, and below here we are being asked whether to run npm install and npm run build. And I believe we can just say yes for our application to be provisioned for us. And now everything is good. So I would just like us to go ahead and test it. So I clear terminal, and then we can be able to have to change directory into the Vue. I believe we were having Vue -starter kit. That is the name of our project, yes. And we can be able to run PHP artisan serve. So you go to Google Chrome, and here I can be able to just do localhost 8000 to be able to test and have a look and feel at how this starter kit looks like. And so now in our browser, this is what we have for our Laravel application. We have two buttons above here, one for login. Our login page looks like that. And we also have the sign up or register form that looks like this. And since we do not have a user in our database, I'm going to use the fake filler to just fill some data for us. We can be able to go ahead and create an account. And now, once we are logged in here, this is how our starter kit looks like. And of course, you can, inside the dashboard, we are having some placeholders above here. You can be able to go ahead and place your items here, whatever it is that you would want to be visible. And then also on the side, we have a very nice sidebar with nav items, navigation items like dashboard, the GitHub repo, and then the documentation for Laravel. Then we also have the name of the user here. Of course, some of these things are things that you can be able to change with the time. But under the user name, we have several things. We have their name, we have settings, and we have logout. So maybe we can click on setting to just see that you have some settings for profile, and then you have password. So you can be able to change the password here, and you can be able to also customize the way or what kind of appearance you want between the light mode, dark mode, and the system light and all that. And then of course on the top right, you also have somewhere you can be able to have the name of the user visible. So I would like us to just log out again and attempt and see, go to login, and probably in this case there are other items whereby you can be able to set, that is for password reset and all that. And obviously we have forgot password here, which will handle the password resets. And here you can be able to input an email and check vis-a-vis the database and be in a position to send the email reset link. Of course, this account does not exist, so the email reset link will not be sent. But basically, that is what you have with this starter kit per se. So that is all about the review, but I would like us to go back to Visual Studio Code and maybe just try and attempt to check some of the things that we have in our newly created application. So my concern would be to just check the routes. So for the routes we are using inertia, of course, and so we have the welcome page, we have dashboard, and we also have settings, which you saw where we had it, and so on and so forth. So we can go to settings. This is where settings are, and we have the profile, we have the password, and so on and so forth. And then we also have auth, where we are looking at authentication of our users, that is register, login, forgot password, and password reset, etc. So basically, those ones are the items that we have in our routes. Then in our resources, we have the views directory, and in the views directory, we only have one file, which is app.play.php, as it's supposed to be when you're working with inertia. And then the other files, in this case, the layouts, the components, and every other thing are all in this JS directory. So that is how we have it. And as you can see in our app file, we are using TypeScript. That is why it is app.ts. So basically, that is that. We are resolving, we are creating our inertia app, and then we are also using Ziggy for purposes of enabling us to use routing the same way we'd use them in Laravel. Then here we have components and other components. As you can see, these are the items that we have that you can be able also to reuse when you're creating your application. And then, of course, we have composables. I believe that is mostly TypeScript. And then we have layouts. We have the app layout, we have the authenticated layout, we have the settings, and so on and so forth. Then we have the lib directory, and then now we have pages. So under pages, we have authenticated pages, which are confirmation, password, forgot, login, register, verify email. Then we also have settings, and we have dashboard.view. So basically, those are the files that you can be able to sort of like edit and be able to customize to your liking as you will be working with this specific starter kit. So basically, that is what I wanted us to talk about in this video. And I believe probably this video helped somebody if you would want to do an installation of this starter kit for Vue JS, and also if you want maybe to do a little bit of edits. Just to mention, under components, we have the UI components, and these ones are Shadcn components. So if you have had a look at Shadcn Vue, you'll find that these ones are actually important from there. I believe we have all of them. In case you do not have, there is one that you do not have, you can always import it again from Shadcn Vue. So basically, that is all that I had for this time. If you like the video, please leave us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time interacting with this channel, please consider giving us a subscription. And if you have a question, a comment, or a compliment, you can be able to shoot in the comment section below. Thank you very much.